welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Leanne, and today I think I'm going to take you with us as we just spend a quiet day at our cottage. Life has changed a lot since we moved back onto the property. We were living in our RV and then in the guest house. I don't know if you've been following along for a while, but we, over the last 3 years, have completely renovated our home, built a guest house, and done a lot to our 5 acres up here, added a garden. Now we have chickens. Yeah, life is pretty different than when we first moved up here, but we are really enjoying it. If you want to see a full tour of our home and our guest house and our property, I will link that for you. And I just it's just sort of a walkthrough. I kind of take you along and just show you what we've done and kind of talk about the process of it. But today, I think it's just going to be a day in the life. I haven't filmed one of these in a long time. I love watching other families, how they go about their day, especially families like ours that homeschool and, you know, live in the country. I like to get inspired by them. So hopefully this will inspire you if you live in the country or maybe thinking about moving to the country. I could do a whole video about what brought us here and what we have done over the last 3 years to kind of give ourselves the life that we decided we wanted after our son was born. So if you would like to see that, let me know and I will film that for you. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. But let's get started on our day. I'm gonna drink some coffee because I did not sleep well. My husband is out of town today. He comes home tomorrow, but he left at, I think, 3 o'clock this morning, and I was pretty much up after that. So I definitely need the coffee, but let's get started on our day.
Find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me. You do not know what I have in mind. Packed our bags, we'll be on our way. The night was long as I waited without a sign. As I know what matters to you. But what do you want? What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, then suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery.
Alright, so I just fed my sourdough starter, just making sure that it's all mixed up in there, and I am going to let this get active and bubbly for the next few hours, and then we're going to make some sourdough. How many balls do we see? We need to write the number in the space below.
4 balls, 3 footballs, 4 footballs, 5 footballs, 6, 7.
Perfect! I'm sure it is 6 right there. Good job.
1, 2.
Yeah, you did it.
High five.
All right. Oh, what do we use with a basketball? Out of all of these, what do we use with the basketball? So the basketball, and what do we use over here? Good. Okay, what do we use with the soccer ball? Do you know? You do know. What letter is this? Do you know? Uh-huh. Do you know what it's called?
A C.
A C.
It's been 72 weeks in this town. I still believe I'll see you again. No matter what, I got off the ground for something that matters to me. But what do you want? What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, then suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery. I just hope we could stay together. We wait and see, but the chances are small, just like the lottery.
Okay, so we have now made it to the wildlife segment of today's video. I'm gonna go check on the chickens. We have a flock of 4 and they are adorable. We've had them since they were babies. We had them in the brooder. I think we got them when they were a week old, so we got to watch them grow up. They're about, I think, 14 weeks now, so they'll be producing eggs probably in the next month or so. And then we bought a slide for my son's, zoomy. Okay, we bought a slide for my son's treehouse off of Facebook Marketplace. We drove an hour to get it, and the people were like, hey, do you guys have chickens? Do you want some? And I really didn't want to get any more, but my husband saw the black one, and he's like, oh my goodness, we have to have a black chicken. So we ended up getting 2 more babies. We were told that they could go right in the coop with the rest of the chickens. So we brought them home and put them in the chicken yard to see how our other chickens would react to them. And the baby chickens went right through the fence. So we have chicken wire along the fence so it keeps our chickens in, but they were so small they just slipped right out. So there was no way that they were going in the coop. So now we've had them back in the brooder, back in our garage, and we're just waiting for them to get a little bit bigger. We've had them now, I think we're going on 2 weeks. It was touch and go when we first got them. They got really sick and we didn't think they were gonna make it. But I started noticing symptoms of coccidiosis in them, which I'm really glad I did not integrate them with our other chickens right away. Coccidiosis, if you don't know, it's a parasite. If you don't have chickens, you probably don't care, but it's a parasite and it can be deadly. So I have the medication on hand because one of my other chickens got it, and I just started dosing them pretty quickly, and they're fine now. So we're really happy about that. They made it, and they are, I would say, probably 4 weeks old. So I don't think we put our other chickens out in the coop until they were about 6 weeks old. So we'll see how big they get. The people who gave them to us, they didn't really know how old they were either. They have so many chickens and so many chicks. Anyway, so now we have 2 more in the garage, which is something that we really did not want to take on again, but here we are. So I have to go check on them. They eat and drink a lot and they poop a lot, so we have to keep the brooder cleaned out. So anyway, we'll take you along and you can meet our little chickens.
Yeah.
She'll be back. So we have 3 active nests on our property. I'd love to get, oh, I didn't mean to scare her. She's usually pretty comfortable with us coming out here, but I did walk a little close. So I don't know if you can see inside, but there's 5 eggs in there. Little speckled eggs are so cute. And then we have another one.
I need to take picture of you.
I know, I scared her. I feel bad. We have another one up here. I don't know if you can see it right up there. And the mama bird is usually sitting up there. And I'll show you the other one down here. Hi, my chickies. Hi. Here are our pretty little birds. That is Winnie. That is Penny behind her. And the one back there is Henny. And that's Lo, the white one. She's a green egger. So we are excited to finally get some eggs. Hopefully soon. I can see their combs and wattles coming in, which is a good sign that they're going to be laying soon.
I put them right there and there. Why not? Look, that's Winnie. And then
Alright, let's check on the babies. Look at you roosting. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. You guys are up high. Right? It's okay. Here you go. So these are Jersey Giants, and they are really beautiful when they're full grown, especially the black ones. They get a little iridescence to them. I'm not sure if we have a rooster yet. We really did not want a rooster. We don't want a rooster, but they weren't really sure the sex of the chicks, so they grabbed a couple that they were pretty sure were hens, but there's no guarantee, so we might end up with a rooster. If you guys can tell this early and you think you know what they are, please drop a comment, because I would love to know if we're going to end up with a rooster. I don't know how my neighbors are going to feel about it. We are in the country. I mean, there's lots of chickens and hens around here, but we also have guests that love to come and stay, and I don't know how they're going to feel about that, that early morning wake-up call, so we'll see. Great. I'm very excited. So we just did some planting around here, a little bit of landscaping. Still need to mulch and clean out the weeds, but it's starting to look like something. But I do love walking through the moon gate. It's such a beautiful view out here to see the mountains. All right, I'm gonna go water the garden, okay? All right, so I'll take you inside, show you what we have. We have a lot of tomatoes, and we have some lettuce over here. Unfortunately, some peppers all along here, and then more tomatoes in the back. Our herbs are doing really, really well. I need to come out here and cut some of these. And then I think we have more peppers over here. You might have a couple of squash in here as well, but unfortunately our garden is not doing as well as it did last year because we did not put the compost. We didn't till it and then put compost on top. It did so well last year, we just thought, oh, we'll just put things in the ground and it should work, but unfortunately we probably should have done that, so it's a lesson learned for next year, but I think we'll get some good stuff in here. I think the tomatoes are at least gonna do well. It looks like my starter is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and make up my dough. A trick that I do use to get my starter to rise, you know, it takes about 4 or 5 hours from the fridge, is I put it in the oven with the oven light on. Don't forget, if you're going to make something in the oven and you turn it on, because it will kill it, but if you just use the oven light, I have had really good success with it. Look at all those bubbles in there. So we are going to get started on the dough. Okay, so it is about 8:30. I just put my son to bed and I am tired. So I am going to soak in the tub for a little while and hopefully be able to get to bed early because like I mentioned before, I did not sleep very much this morning. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us and spending the day with us. If you like this kind of content, please give this a thumbs up and we will see you next time.